And the amount of pressure that is on this young lady, and she's coming back, from her injuries and living up to what everybody expects her to be and do and whatnot can be a little bit overwhelming. So I'm gonna give her some grace, and she's right.
Now watch that hesitation. This is no longer just a bold opinion. It looks like a public figure realizing that public opinion has changed and quietly changing her position. Cheryl Miller has now backed away from her earlier comments about Caitlin Clark, and the timing says a lot about why she did it.
It's crazy because we was all in on Cheryl Miller. I'm not gonna lie, man. Once you show me oppy tendencies, once you start acting like a little bit of an op, I kind of leave you where you at. I definitely feel like all the noise and the talks got to you, and you said, you know what? I need to take some of this back because I'm under a lot of heat right now. I feel that way. I gotta keep it real.
Cheryl Miller had criticized Caitlin Clark, saying that her frustration on the court was something she still needed to improve. Fans strongly disagreed and pushed back across social media. Now, on air, Miller has softened her message by saying Clark is young and deserves some grace. Her main point hasn't really changed, but the reaction from the public has.
I agree with Caitlin, what she said. This happens more often than not. I agree with her on that.
Oh yeah, she definitely has a microscope on her. Honestly, I think it's just more of the same of what we talked about yesterday, which was, for me, coach-player relationship matters. What is allowed, I guess, between that relationship. But it comes to a point where I think an area of growth for Caitlin is these moments of frustration.
Now compare that with what the panel said just before. They argued that great players find a way to win even when the referees don't make the calls they want or when they get frustrated. That's a fair basketball point. But when it comes to Caitlin Clark, that idea gets mixed into the same "she still needs to grow" story that many fans had already rejected.
And you know what? I've got to say one thing about Caitlin, and sometimes I have to remember.
We all know. Wait a second. We all know Sue Bird has been a secret hater of Caitlin Clark. For whatever reason, Caitlin Clark has been unable to see it. Sue Bird has allowed people to come on and just flat out disrespect and take shots at Caitlin Clark at every turn, and she'll sit there and ha 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 and laugh.
This is where the story becomes more complicated. There is a real difference between a coach helping a player improve and how those moments look on camera. The truth is that every player gets frustrated sometimes. The real question is whether Caitlin Clark handles the next situation better. That's normal coaching. The problem starts when coaching is turned into a personal attack on a player's character, and that's the line Cheryl Miller now seems to be trying to redraw.
The Indiana Fever took to their social media X handle to promote their Thursday night Pride Night, okay? And here it says, quote, love is love, all and any type is just amazing. Join us at Gamebridge Fieldhouse on Thursday to celebrate Pride Night, presented by Salesforce. Okay. Here, let's take a listen.
Love is love is all.
Cheryl Miller's comments are actually the smaller story tonight. While that debate continues, the Indiana Fever made a business decision that shows where the team is right now. The Fever used social media to promote Thursday's Pride Night at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, presented by Salesforce. The message focused on inclusion, creating a welcoming environment, and encouraging people to be themselves.
Love is all any type is just amazing.
Pride to me just means, number one, honoring and authentically who you are.
Being your true self, just showing up how you see yourself and how you want others to see you too.
It showcases, just people's values, what they value, and being able to showcase that to the world is really important to define who they are as a person.
Creating an inclusive environment is important. To me, it's important to our organization, being respectful to others who have equally that pride in themselves, and embracing and elevating
Now
those
let's
who
be
don't.
clear about the criticism, because it's probably not what you think. The issue isn't about who people date or the values being promoted. The concern is about the team's priorities. During Caitlin Clark's rookie season, the Indiana Fever didn't need special promotions to attract fans. Clark brought record attendance and TV ratings on her own. People came to watch the basketball because the product itself was enough.
I really wish we could just play basketball. Listen, I don't care who y'all want to date, men, women, whatever. I really don't care. I don't care about your preference. All that is cool. That's all good. We 4-4. Can y'all be focused on the hoops? That's the problem that's going on right now, man.
And whatever we're doing, just come as you are.
All right, you see it, man. Indiana Fever going all out Pride Night. Listen, man, I'm not one of those people who get into the, look, I don't care what you're into. I care about the hoops. This team stinks right now. Y'all worried about pride nights. Y'all worried about bringing puppies to basketball practice. Y'all worried about hula hoop contests. Y'all worried about who can juggle 9 tennis balls at one time. Can we get the
Where
damn
the frustration
game
is really coming from because it's aimed at the basketball, not the promotion. The argument is simple. When a team is playing well and fans are excited about the games, you don't need free sandwiches, oil changes, or other giveaways to fill the arena. Those promotions become the main attraction only when the basketball is no longer enough. That's the real concern behind this debate. The feeling is that a franchise with one of the most marketable players in the sport is now relying more on theme nights and giveaways. The question people are asking is whether the organization is fixing the real issues on the court or just trying to distract from them.
It's really weird, bro. Y'all are having to resort to all type of things that y'all really did not have to resort to during Caitlin Clark rookie year. Like, this is all, like, y'all could have just got the basketball together. Y'all could have built the system around Caitlin Clark. Can we figure that out? Y'all so busy trying to figure out all these nights and gimmicks and gadgets and, like, bro, we don't care who any of y'all date. Newsflash, nobody cares. Respect, if y'all date women, cool, whatever, that's cool. Can we get the team, the game together? Can we get Kelsey Mitchell to start passing the ball? Can we get Aaliyah Boston to run the pick and roll with Caitlin Clark? Can we get Aaliyah Boston to post up? Can we get the ball in Caitlin Clark's hands? Can we get Stephanie White to stop subbing Caitlin Clark out every 3 minutes? Like, can we get that together? Like, geez, you guys are going in, y'all focused on everything.
Here's where the discussion becomes more specific because this is the main point being made. The criticism is about basketball decisions, not anything else. Fans want to see Kelsey Mitchell share the ball more pick-and-roll plays between Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, Boston getting more chances to score in the post, the ball staying in Clark's hands more often, and fewer substitutions that take Clark out every few minutes. Those aren't political or cultural complaints, they're basketball opinions. It's the view of fans who believe this roster has enough talent but isn't being used in the best way. Whether you agree with every point or not, those are basketball questions, and fans expect basketball answers from the coaching staff. If you put aside the Pride Night discussion and Cheryl Miller's changed comments, the same issue remains. When a team is winning, everything else feels like a celebration. When a team is struggling, every extra promotion or headline can feel like a distraction. Indiana has one of the biggest stars women's basketball has seen in years, yet the conversation isn't about winning championships. It's about whether the organization is putting her and the team in the best position to succeed. That's the real story. The promotions, the TV debates, and the walkbacks all lead to one question: is this franchise building a championship team around Caitlin Clark, or is it simply selling tickets while the team continues to struggle? Let me know what you honestly think in the comments because there are strong arguments on both sides.